Good morning, everyone. Good morning, let's have some fun. Goodbye to the moon. Hello to the sun. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning and hello, dear Storytime families and friends. My name is Kim, and I work at the Stillwater Public Library in Stillwater, Minnesota. Today, we are actually filming inside at my house. Last week, we filmed at Browns Creek Park, but when I'm filming this, there's a little bit of rain outside, so we're going to be inside today. But at least we still have a tree. When we do story time for Stillwater Public Library, there's a little bear puppet who comes every week. Many of you know him quite well. He's little baby bear. Baby bear. He's in this little sleeping bag, and he sleeps a lot, but it looks like he's awake today. Baby bear? Oh, yes, look, the kids are here. Yeah, are you ready? Okay. What did you want to tell them? He wants to remind you about the summer reading program that we talked about last week, Summer Explorers. And an owl is the mascot that's important. There's Oliver, and this is little Owlie, little tiny, like a tiny version of Oliver. And if the kids and their grown-ups go to the library, or they can sign up online, they'll sign up to be in the Summer Explorers. Why don't you show them? I know you brought this last week, but you wanted to show them again just to make sure everybody knows about it. At the library, when you sign up, either at Stillwater Library or Bayport Public Library, there's a little bag with a handle and a stamp on it. And inside, there are a variety of things, but the thing that we're looking at especially is the tracker guidebook about summer exploration that gives us different ideas of what to explore this summer. And inside, we saw last week that there are pages where you can keep track of all of the reading that either if you read already, you can keep track of the reading you've done, or you can keep track of the time that someone reads to you. And even if you're already a reader, you can keep track of the time someone reads to you as well, just like that. And yes, that's quite a bit of coloring on there. And so then inside the tracker guidebook, there are different ideas of things to do each week. And for story time, we're following along with each of these themes. This week, it talks about your neighborhood. Explore your neighborhood. Well, we thought about exploring around the library, but it is raining, so I think we're going to need to explore here at the house. What do you think? Okay, so you have marked that you took a walk around your block. Now, was that at the library? He took a walk around the block at the library, but I see at the bottom here that you marked one where you decided for yourself what you were going to do. What was that? It says, visit the stair fairies. Make believe. Is that going through the neighborhood of make believe? Since we're on a rainy day here, we're going to visit the neighborhood of make believe and visit the fairies on the stairs. You can imagine there's going to be a lot of pretending today, right? And a lot of make-believe. That's right. Okay, well, I'm gonna put your tracker guidebook down. Baby bear, are you ready to go? You are. Which way? That way? Okay, it's that way. Are you ready to come with us? Okay, let's go. All right, baby bear, here we are visiting at the Fairies-on-the-Stairs. And we're here at the front door. I think we better ring the doorbell. I don't hear anyone coming. Let's ring it again. Oh, what's that? It looks like there's a little note on the front door. And it says Baby Bear. Here, let's pull it off and see what it says. Oh my goodness. What a tiny, tiny little note. Oh, the writing is so small. Let's show the kids. Look, that tiny, tiny writing. You want to get something? Oh, he wants to get something out of his sleeping bag. What is that? Is that, oh, his glasses. Okay, yep, put them on. Yeah, that is a very small note. I hear you with the glasses. Okay, let's see. It says, Dear Baby Bear, we are so sorry we had to leave for a bit today and we'll miss you. But we have left a basket for you just inside the door for your story time. Oh, it is one of our very favorite books, Your Friends, the Fairies. Oh my goodness. Baby Bear, you got a note from the Fairies-on-the-Stairs here in your neighborhood of make-believe. Here, why don't you put this down in your sleeping bag? And I'm going to turn a little bit because we better check inside the door for that basket. Do you see it? Oh my goodness. A tiny, tiny little basket right there. That must be it. I'm going to bring it out and here, Baby Bear, hold it very carefully. There's some tiny, tiny things in there. And I'll close the door so that it's ready for when the fairies come home. All right, we have our story time basket from the land of make-believe, Fairies-on-the-Stairs. All right, we better head upstairs. Here we go. Wow, that was quite an adventure, wasn't it? We went exploring in the land of make-believe and visited the Fairies-on-the-Stairs. Yes, so Baby Bear has the little basket that they prepared, and why don't we see what's inside? Oh, this first thing, oh my goodness, it's not a book, but I bet it has something to do with our book. Can you see it? Oh, just barely. It's just barely. It's a tiny little bear. You like that, don't you? Oh, you're holding that basket so carefully, Baby Bear. There is another thing in this basket. Oh, also very tiny. See it? What is it? Button. A button. A button. A bear and a button. There's one more thing. It also starts with the sound B, 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 B. Oh my goodness, can I get it out? Oh, I think let's turn the basket upside down a little bit. Oh, it is a book. A book. A tiny, tiny little book. Baby Bear, you had a basket with a book and a button and a bear. Letter B is the letter that starts all of those things. I'm going to put your basket down because I want to look at this book just a little bit more. This book is called Corduroy. Corduroy. And it is one of the fairies' favorite books, they said in that little note. Let's open up the inside pages just to see, because can you imagine? I think they're expecting us to read this book with the kids. Those pictures are very small, aren't they? I think that might be a little bit too small to see. How about if we use a larger size? Would that be a good idea? Okay, but we will read the book Corduroy. Okay? Well, why don't you say bye to the kids, baby bear? And then I'll get out that larger size book. Oh, he's blowing you a couple kisses. Okay, all right. Oh, your glasses are coming off. I think it is probably time for your nap. Okay, snuggle down. All right, baby bear. Oh my goodness. Well, that book is so tiny, isn't it? It's minuscule. It is so small. Thankfully, I do have a larger size, and it is right over here. You can see that that is also the book Corduroy. It's written and illustrated by Don Freeman. He wrote the story, and he also drew the pictures, and it is published by Viking. I'm going to open up the front of this much larger size book, Corduroy. Story and pictures by Don Freeman. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look! There's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear." Her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "Oh, I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. "Could this be a mountain?" he wondered. "I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain." He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there, before his eyes, was a most amazing sight. Here's Corduroy. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. This must be a palace, Corduroy gasped. I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace. He wandered around, admiring the furniture. This must be a bed, he said. I've always wanted to sleep in a bed. And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. Why, here's my button, he cried. And he tried to pick it up. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and pulled with both paws until, pop, off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator.
Now, who in the world did that? He exclaimed. Somebody must be hiding around here.
He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover.
Hello, he said. How did you get upstairs?
The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. I'm Lisa, she said, and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home. Shall I put him in a box for you? The saleslady asked. Oh, no, thank you, Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight into her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. This must be home, he said. I know I've always wanted a home. Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. I like you the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened. You must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. that is the end of that story. But here on the very back cover, we can see Lisa and Corduroy, two good friends. And that is Corduroy by Don Freeman. Well, I noticed that somebody else is reading the story Corduroy, not from that big book that we just read, and not from the tiny, tiny book from the Fairies-on-the-Stairs, but look a little bit further. Do you see somebody reading a medium-sized book of Corduroy? I do too. I think it's Corduroy himself. Corduroy, is that you? You know what? I'm going to move your book because I am guessing you might enjoy coming to play with Baby Bear today. Would you like that? You would. I thought so. Well, Baby Bear's right over in the next room. So why don't you say goodbye to the kids? And what a wonderful story that was. Thank you for being here today. All right, and Baby Bear and Corduroy are going to be able to play for pretend. What a fun make-believe day. Well, that was our whole story time today. I do have our butterfly puppet, so we can sing the Bye Bye Butterfly song. So make your hands like a butterfly if you want to. And I'm going to get out our butterfly puppet. And I'll sing to you, and you can echo back to me or sing with me the whole time, however you want to do it. All right, here we go. Bye bye butterfly, bye bye butterfly. Whoop. See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator. Let's turn it the other way. In a while, crocodile. In a while, crocodile. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. Okay, big gorilla. So long, King Kong. So long, King Kong. Kangaroo. Toodaloo, kangaroo. Toodaloo, kangaroo. Out the door, dinosaur. Out the door, dinosaur. Gotta go, buffalo. Gotta go, buffalo. See you soon, raccoon. See you soon, raccoon. Here's a hug, ladybug. Here's a hug, ladybug. Take care, Baby Bear. Take care, Baby Bear. And Corduroy. That's the end, my friend. That's the end, my friend. Oh, nice work today. Thank you so much for joining me for exploring our neighborhood of make-believe. I hope you have a wonderful time exploring the summer reading program. As I had said at the beginning with Baby Bear, you can sign up through Stillwater Public Library, through Bayport Public Library, and get your tracker guide and have some adventures. Thanks so much for joining me. Goodbye, friends. I miss you.